Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm starting a new series here on my channel, which I'm so excited for. I've gotten many requests to do a makeup collection video, which I will be doing in a few months, closer to Christmas. But I decided, why not show you guys a deeper look into my makeup collection and go category by category, and kind of really go into detail about every single product I own. So today's video is focused on my foundation. So we're going to be going through every single foundation I own, talking about every single one, you know, stuff like that. I have over 20 foundations, which I know is insane. Nobody in the universe needs that many foundations. Like, you need like one. You need one good foundation and that's it, you know? Like, you do not need 21 foundations. But as I said, I do review makeup. I do that. So, you know, I am constantly buying new foundations to test out for you guys. So, yeah. But I'm going to share with you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly today. And kind of my thoughts on every single individual foundation, which I like this idea of this video. Instead of just showing you my foundation drawer, like here is my foundation, I can actually go into detail about every foundation, you know. And if you don't like makeup collection videos and stuff, stop watching this video right now, because yes, I do have a lot of makeup, but it's because of what I do. I review makeup, you know, I test products out. It's what I do. So please don't be watching this video if you're just going to comment or think, you know, why does she have this much makeup? Because don't watch this video if you don't like the idea of it. So yes, I will be going through each category. You guys can kind of vote on what you want to see next. So I'm doing foundations today. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see potentially next week or next time I do this video, and it's going to be called my makeup stash. So I'll just be doing a different category every few weeks or every week or something like that. So yes, let's just get right on into my foundation stash. So this is the drawer right here where I keep all my foundations. So this drawer is full of foundations and we're just going to go through them one by one in no particular order. Okay, so the first foundation I have here is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. I used to love this foundation. I haven't used it lately because it is way too light for me right now, but I think if you have combination to oily skin, you know, if you have dry skin, you can still wear this. Anyone can wear this. It gives off a satin matte finish. It wears a really long time and just looks very nice on the skin. I love their shade selection as well. I'm not head over heels about this foundation, but it is a good drugstore option. Next foundation I have, and you guys will see if I really like a foundation, I do have multiple colors of it, is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. This is my holy grail, ride or die foundation. I am obsessed with it, and the colors I have are 200 Nude, which is the one I'm wearing right now, and then I have 250, which is like my summer shade. I really like this foundation. I have mine in the dry to normal skin formula. I do not like the oily skin formula, but this just gives off, it's not a dewy foundation, it's more of a satin finish, but it still looks very healthy on the skin. It doesn't dry my skin out. I can wear it all year round and my makeup just looks flawless, while this foundation gives me very good coverage. So I'm a huge fan of this foundation. Highly recommend if you're looking for a great drugstore option. I don't have high-end foundations. I've actually never tried a high-end foundation. I received a bunch of Sephora gift cards for my birthday, so hopefully I can go and purchase some high-end foundations to try out for you guys. Let me know your suggestions down below. Next, I've got the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. This is one of my favorite foundations. I love how this looks on the skin. It really does give off a healthy glow. This gives like medium coverage, but I do really like it. I have mine in the shade N1 to 2, and I think it's a great formula. I have not tried their original formula. Let me know if you guys like that one and if I should give it a go and stuff. But if you're looking for a great luminous foundation, definitely go with this one. It's a amazing foundation that just looks really healthy on the skin and gives pretty good coverage at the same time. Okay, I have my Fit Me foundations here. I have both formulas. I have the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is one of my favorite foundations. I think if you have dry skin, combo skin, oily skin, you can wear this foundation. It's not too drying or anything like that. I was wearing it in the video I posted on Sunday. And I did have a lot of highlighter on my face that day, but this foundation gives off an amazing look. I'm almost out of it. I use this all the time. It's not super matte, but it's still, when I want a bit of a matte look, this gives that to me, but without making my skin look dry. And then I've got the original formula, which is their dewy formula. This is very, very dewy. This is the most dewy foundation I've ever tried. What I really like to do when my skin's very dry is mixing these two, and I love the combination it gives. But if you have super, super dry skin, and if your skin's really acting up, this is a great foundation to turn to because it won't make your dry skin look bad. Okay, next foundation I have is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. I used to love this foundation. It used to be my favorite foundation. If you guys have been with me since the beginning of my channel, I used to use this all the time. It's a little too light for me now, so I'm waiting again till winter to try it out again. But this foundation does look very nice on the skin. Even though it's a matte foundation, it has a very moussey texture to it. But I think oily skin can use this combo, dry skin again. I just really need to use a good primer under this. I love the Maybelline Baby Skin under this, and it just looks flawless. It's not the most long wearing foundation. It gives me around 6 hours of wear, but it's still a really nice matte moussey kind of foundation. Next, I've got one here. This is Sassy plus Chic Makeup Foundation. This I bought when I did the dollar store makeup tutorial thing. This is so dewy, like more dewy than the Fit Me, and this is hella dewy. This is like, you could see this from outer space if you're wearing it. Like, I used this in my full face highlighter challenge because it is so dewy. I have not used this since my video. It wore really nicely when I set my whole face with powder 3 times, but I don't recommend this just because it's so dewy that you have to add on so much additional product so it's not that dewy. But it did wear nicely and stuff. But next we've got the Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation. This shade is way too dark for me right now. I can only use this in the summer. I really like this foundation actually. I bought it for a $20 makeup challenge video. That was like, I posted that such a long time ago. And I really was impressed with this. I wore this a couple of times this summer. It gives me really nice wear time. It looks really nice on the skin. Again, that satin kind of finish. It's not dewy, it's not matte, you know. And it's really inexpensive. And they used to have like 2 shades. Now they've expanded their shade range, which is great. Hopefully they can expand it even more. But if you can find your shade, I highly recommend picking this up because you can't really go wrong with it. It's so inexpensive that if you don't really like it, you only spent like $3 on it. So. And next, I have another inexpensive foundation. This is a stick foundation from NYC. This is the NYC Get It All foundation stick. I did a whole first impressions on this, and I did really like it in that first impressions. The only problem I have with it is the color. It kind of makes me look sick when I'm wearing it, so I haven't worn it that much, and I don't love how much product you get with it. But I think it blends out really nicely on the skin. It wears really nicely, so if you can find a shade that you like and that looks good on you, then I would recommend giving this a go and seeing how you like it. It's one of those stick foundations that really does blend out nicely on the skin and everything, so yeah. Okay, I have 3 BB creams to share with you guys, and then I'll go back to foundations. The first one is the Rimmel BB cream, and this is their matte version. I used to really like this as well when I first started my channel, like back in like before I even did beauty videos. I used to wear this all the time, and I wore it a few months ago. This does not wear long at all. Like, it wore like 2 hours on me, and then it was like, bye-bye. It's a nice BB cream for beginners. I really liked it when I started off with makeup because it was just an easy thing that I could just put on with my fingers, and it would give me a bit of coverage with SPF and stuff. But if you're looking for a good like foundation, I don't recommend this. But if you're a beginner who just wants to try a lightweight BB cream that kind of mattifies at the same time, I would recommend the Rimmel one. Here I've got the Body Shop All-in-One BB cream. I do not like this. I got mine in the lightest shade, which is 00. This is orange on me, like literally way too dark. And this is supposed to shade adjust to your skin. I don't really like how it looks. I don't really like the coverage. Not a fan. And then the last BB cream I have is also a dollar store product, which I didn't show in that video because I couldn't, because this is way too light for me, and I'm very pale, and this is way too light for me. This is the Sassy plus Chic BB cream, and let me just show you. How light this actually is. Do you guys see that? Like, I tried to put it on, and it was just like white. So, yeah. I can't use this, but I don't know. So I don't know if it's good or not. Next foundation I have is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation. I just did a review on this, so I will link that down below. I mentioned it in my favorites videos and stuff. I really, really, really like this foundation. I think it's amazing. It gives me such good coverage. It lasts literally like 24 hours on the skin. It's my most long-wearing foundation. It looks just so perfect on the skin. It doesn't emphasize texture or anything. And lately I've been wanting more of that matte look. Usually I'm all about the dew and all that, but I've really been liking this foundation, and if I use a very good primer under it and a good moisturizer, I can wear this a few days in a row. I really like the Hard Candy Sheer MV primer under this. And a thicker moisturizer so that my skin doesn't dry out throughout the day. And I mix the shades 101 and 103 to get my perfect shade. Next foundation I have is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I wore this about 3 times so far, and I do really like it. I think it looks very nice on the skin. It's not my favorite foundation, but I do like how healthy and luminous it makes my skin look. But I don't know, it's not my favorite out of all my foundations, but it is a very good one, and it has SPF if you're interested in SPF. I don't really like SPF in my foundations. I like adding my own SPF just in case I want to wear that foundation at night or something. You know, I don't need the SPF. But if you do want SPF, I think the Neutrogena one is a great option. Next foundation I have is the Manic Dream Tone Foundation. I've only used this a few times, and so far I really, really like it. I think this is a great option for those of you who have problems finding your right foundation shade, or you buy a foundation and then in the summer and then it's way too dark for you in the winter. This is such a great option, so you don't have to buy multiple shades of the foundation. You can just mix this into any foundation. And I was scared that it would change the formula of my foundation, but it didn't. This is a very liquidy formula. Here, I'll try to show you guys. It's like super liquidy, and it just blends out into, so it's just a white super liquidy foundation, and literally you just use this to adjust the tone of your foundations, and it works absolutely amazing. I have used this a couple times and I really like it so far. Some foundations, they don't have my exact shade. They're too dark for me, so this is a great little thing that you can get. You can buy this on Amazon. I will link it down below if I can still find it, and I highly recommend this if you have shade adjusting problems. Next foundation I have is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I do have 2 of these because I bought 03 and I was like, that is too dark for me. So then I said, okay, 01 will probably be the lightest, right? Yeah, this is darker than 03. I don't get it, but and I have used this before. I really like how it looks on the skin. It just makes my skin look perfect. Like, you know, like it just looks very, very good on the skin. The only problem I had with it is around my pores. It was a train wreck. So next time I use it, I'm definitely going to use a pore filling primer to make sure that this doesn't sink into my pores and stuff. But overall, I love it. It has a pump. I love the packaging for it. It's just so nice. And I use the Manic Dream Tone Foundation to be able to wear it. The next and the last foundation I have is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. You guys know how much I love the Pro Matte Foundation, so when I found out they're coming out with a Pro Glow, I was so excited because I can't really wear that foundation in the winter. It's way too drying for me, so I'm very excited to try this out. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm so excited about it. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm very excited, and I have the shade 203 and 202. So for some reason my camera did not film my outro, but I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup stash video. Tell me what you'd like to see out of my makeup stash next time, and yeah, I hope you guys subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys! Now I'm gonna put it all back. Okay, I'm almost done, promise. Of the